Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Pirin Blagoevgrad here on match day 15 of the second season. Here, match day 53 overall. In charge of in charge of the Eaglets. Sorry for losing the ability to speak there for a moment. Where we are through 14 matches, we're 7-1-6, 22 points, which does put us in the championship group if the season were to end today, because we are just past the halfway point. Because you play 26 matches in the Private League, and then you get broken up into the championship, the second phase, and the relegation phase. Now, if you go into the championship, which is the top four, right? We'll go into, let's say we go to that. Everyone in there is guaranteed European football. If you go into the second phase, you will make a European places final if you win that. So we are 2 points clear about Botiv Plovdiv in fifth. Montana does have a match at hand, but we are currently 5 points clear of them. We do have one serious injury and one kind of middling injury, and that is that Kazakov is out for the next 4 to 7 weeks with a mild calf strain. He had 4 goals to a 6.89 rating before the injury. Now, to be honest, Bakchev is starting at striker for us, and he leads us in goals. He has 5 goals. He only has 1 assist. Vasilov has 3 goals and 4 assists. Nene has 2 goals overall, but one has been in the Coupe of Bulgaria. In league play, he has not been very good. The 24-year-old attacking left winger from, or as I'm using him, an inside forward from Spain, is only averaging a 6.58 through his first 13 league appearances. The middling injury was for Korshakov, who, I don't think will renew at the end of this season. 4,500 to 45,000 is what his estimated value is. Now we think he could be pretty good, but his tackling is just he's a 6 when it comes to tackling. He is a 21-year-old, so I guess he could always improve. But he's made 1 start, 4 off the bench, 6.72 rated in the league, so he hasn't been bad. It's just not been anything to write home about. So again, Bakshev, Nene, Vasilov, Donchev, who has been starting most of the time anymore as our left wing, Zakovic, Bliznikov, Major, Ibram, Bestudev, Petrov, and Kostov round out our starting 11. Now, we haven't beat anybody who's good in the entire table. Like, we have gone winless against the other top 4. I think we're mostly I think we've probably beat a couple of the teams in the top 8. But we have not beat anybody in the top 4. Yeah, everybody expects us to lose. I'll use that. Have you found the recent schedule tough going? I don't think it's been tougher than usual because there are no easy matches. Do you think this good streak goes a lot to the positive atmosphere around the club? One informs the other. The better we play, the happier we are. Christian Balov has been one of Levski's best players. He's a quality player that showed as much so far this season. So yeah, they in real life just won the league. So we are in our standard green tops with the white shorts. They are in the all light blue, royal blue. Yeah, I don't think it's royal blue. So again, like a draw would be massive if we could get it. A defeat is kind of what I expect, but those 2 wins, again, beating Yantra Gabrovo the first round of the cup, and beating, I believe, last place Dobruja as Oko Flex drives in, beats our defender. It's going to be 1-0. Oh, nice save by Kostov. Kostov has had a very, very good season. He is running out. His contract is running down, so I do think we are going to try to re-sign him, even though it's going to put us over the wage bill, as we have just absolutely no financial wiggle room. We do have several players who do not play that we are trying to, sell and have unspecified clauses. Of course, right now the transfer window is closed. We don't seem to have the ability to put any of our youth kind of out on loan. Oh, God. Nice save again by Kostov. I mean, wow. I think we're going to go cautious because right now they have 5 shots, 70% of the possession. We've done nothing. Yeah, actually, we're just going to go defensive because we have not done anything, in the first 20 some minutes of this match. Okay, I'll take that back. Nene and Dachev have now picked up yellow cards. So I guess we have done something. And Kostov has made some incredible saves. Petrov just heel taps the ball. And then we try, despite the fact we have short pass he turned on, our center backs constantly hoof the ball long. That's 1-0. Oh, God, Kostov again. Like, he is saving us. I mean, I think he was offsides. But as we finally have taken a shot, although Zikovic passes it right to Sula, like literally right to, we're saying he's offsides again. Thankfully, Kostov is out from his line, secures that ball. Why would you angle yourself towards their player? Nene goes down. Did Nene get shoved or did Nene do the shoving? I'm not sure. It looked like we were going to get that one. But yeah, Dodchev at a 6.3 at a yellow. He's probably going to come off at halftime. Nene, I think, as a winger, will let stay, but Major at a 6.3. Yeah, I mean, we just, again, this is what has happened when we've played the top 4 every single time. The majority of our team comes out, has a cracker, and just craps their pants. Now, in Donchov's defense, he is 16 years old. Sula here with the free kick in the 43rd minute. To be fair, they should score. Like, they have dominated this match. They should be winning. The fact that we are even... What happened? So they're going to give him a penalty. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything, but okay. That is one of the weaker penalties I've ever seen FM give. Like, I know I said I deserved to be down at halftime. I didn't expect it to be like this, though. Segore. Kostov again! I don't care about the wage bill. We are going to re-sign this man. I do not care about the wage bill. We very well will probably lose this match. I don't care. We are re-signing him if we can. Like, if he's decided, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore, well, that'll suck. But Bukalski will come in because, again, Dodchev just not played very well, and he's already at a yellow. Vasilev is not giving me anything. How in the blue... 6.1. 6.1. We are going to turn dribbling down to just standard because, frankly, I don't think we have the kind of dribblers that you need to, really encourage dribbling. And I'm also going to say we'll go standard passing directness. We'll see if that changes anything up. It probably won't. But, again, they are better than... I mean, I would have liked to have seen a tackle there by Bukalski, but all right. And they finally break through. I mean, Levski has been... Not happy about it, but honestly, Levski has been by far the better side. Like, just by far. And I mean, that's got to be a tackle by your wing back there. That is just ferocious or ferocious, horrendous. Vasilev now at a 6.2, Petrov at a 6.3. I think that just over the bar. Took a weird angle there. Um, Malinov and Mulashev will come on. And then Pashidov will come out for Petrov. And that'll be the subs. That'll be our subs. I don't want to say I'd be happy with the 1-0 loss, but considering how badly we have been beaten and just battered, I'm okay with the 1-0 loss. Or even a 2-0 loss. I don't want it, but given that we are still pretty young. What is Bukowski? What are you doing? What is Bukowski doing? Just okay, so he runs down, right? He's got Balov, and then that is just awful. Kostov taps it out in front of the goal. Shouldn't have done that, but yeah, just absolutely got our stuff rocked. Kostov's the only reason this is even remotely. Oh my god! Did he just literally got ran around again? After the match, the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna see if he has any ability to play defense. Great save by Kostov. I mean, seriously, this man has earned every. I don't want to go a lot over our wage bill, but he has earned every penny. He has earned every penny. Because our back line and wing backs have just decided to say F it all. We're not stopping anybody. Ballot off with a nice tackle. What is he doing? Okay, it was a weird. Okay, passes it to Bakchev, and we do draw a little bit closer at 2-1. That was a weird attack. I don't know if my computer was spazzing out or if the game was spazzing out, but it's a great tackle, and then just the way he kind of I don't know. It's just but he got through, and then even the pass doesn't have a lot on it, but it's right in front of the keeper. Bakchev beats the keeper, and again, Christian Bakchev has 6 goals. We just signed Kazakov to I don't know if it's a long-term deal, but we just signed him to a new contract. But honestly, with the 2 young strikers we have who are both 16 now or both 15, down in the youth academy, and Bakchev, honestly, oh god, Kazakov might be the 3-1. Yeah. Our back line is not good enough. Our wing backs are not good enough. Our midfield is not good enough. We try putting a Band-Aid on it because we knew we needed to try to upgrade, even though we didn't have a lot of great options. But you can't. Who is that? Bastunov. You can't just let him get right in front of the keeper. 21 shots. 15 on target. Yeah, I mean, just kind of a horrendous day. Is I think our worst defeat so far. Uh, in the top flight, 3-1, which is good, right? Because 3-1 is not awful, but um, yeah, they coast past or the Tata. They sure do. Just we're 7-1-7. We have an under 50% winning percentage of the top flight. Uh, we're probably going to fall out of the automatic qualified places. We do have Spartak Varna, who is on a bad run of form. Now, that is a home match. We do have a little bit of time to train. Lokomotiv Sofia, they're seventh. That's going to be tricky, although, again, home match. 1948 has climbed a little bit out of the relegation zone, but could be winnable. And then we have Bote Plovdiv, who is fifth. So we have two mid-table, two lower-table matches coming up here in November. We need to win at least two. I would like to stop losing, right? Going 7-1-7, having 7 defeats is not great, right? If we could get some draws, with some wins and some draws, that would be amazing. But 52 matches in, 31-6-15, can't really complain about that. Especially since the board won't let me advance past the National B licensure. We are regionally known, 450 euros a week. I will say, if I might give them 1 to 2 more chances this year, but if they will continue to refuse to let me take a coaching course, then in the off season, I don't know. I'm going to stay here until I can make sure that we are not getting relegated, because I want to make sure at least I can tell the fans, and tell myself, and tell the club, I stayed. You know what? We got promoted. We won a trophy. We're in the second round of the Kupa Bulgaria, so we've gotten, we're 1 win away from making back-to-back quarterfinal appearances, and that had a good youth setup. I think we have another good youth setup. Did a much better job at staying within the wage bill, although it looks like we're going to still go over it a little bit. Yeah, you can see this. Varna is just in a horrendous form. That would get, let's say we get that victory, that's 25 from 16. You play 26 overall. Again, they have 13, so that would kind of put us up 10 kind of double their total. But yeah, we're actually going to go in very quickly before we try to sign Kostov. So Donchev has a marking of 10, which, what are we training him up on again? Okay, so let's actually go defensive positioning and try to work on that marking. Where is this dude? Bakalski. He has a marking of 7. Okay. Now he does have a tackling of 10. But dear Lord, he it was just awful. Like, he can play a little bit as a defensive midfielder, which is kind of fascinating, but Alex Zakovic has kind of been a disappointment. He has done absolutely nothing since we signed him. Although he has played 6.74, in his last 5, so I'll give him that. Gave up 3 goals. Krasimir did give up 3 goals, and he only has 5 clean sheets now. But he has saved 4 penalties. He's 5'11", so he's not the biggest keeper in the world, and he is 31 years old. But again, I'm pretty sure we're going to stay up. I am pretty sure we're staying up. I'd love to keep a couple more clean sheets, right? but 7.17. We want to discuss the new contract with the agent. He wants to consider, this is what he would consider, salary between 600 and 725 euros per week. Currently, he's making 500. So we are going to go a little bit, well, wait. Do we have any money at all left? We have 32. We have 32 euros. We have nothing in the trade. Yeah, nothing in the... Okay, so there we go. Although it only gave us another 30, so never mind. I was thinking, hey, we have a little bit of money. We do need to try to sell some people, but if we looked at our first team, right, with our contracts, expiring in 2027, Ibram, don't know. Bacha probably will resign. Smolansky, don't know. Georgiev, don't know. Bakalski, probably not. Mulishev, maybe. Buchev, probably not. Laskov, no, I don't think so. Korshakov, no. Stoyanov, no. Bandev, no. Yeah, we did re-sign Kazakov to 2029, so he is here for a couple more years. Oh, there's no doubt he's a star player. Can we go to 600? 4 years. But he is a keeper. He is a keeper, so that we could be. So we'll give him an extra 200 euros for every clean sheet he keeps. Everything appears to be in order. All right. So Krasimir Kostov looks like he's going to commit himself to being part of our squad, long term. And again, like, the thing is, we're in a position where if we could just finish somewhere in the top 8, and then there are those matches to potentially get us into Europe. They'll let me ask for a new contract, even though I signed a new contract this year already, but they won't let me ask for another coaching course. Okay. You can say I still have, 1 year, 243 days remaining. What is, just very quickly before we end, what is our expectation? We have 209,000 euros right now. Our projection is to be negative 83,000 at the end of this year. So the good news is we're inching our way along. Right, we're inching our way along. Relitzi, we are is where we have our youth academy. I'm trying to see. Doesn't say who our owner is. We do have 3 affiliates: Pirin Razlog, and then Tirana. In Italy. So, anyways, that's where we'll wrap up today's episode. What my plan is. All right, who do we have? We have, I think, the team that got relegated from the top flight last year, Chernomor, which I probably am mispronouncing, but in the well, okay, that's actually 5. Maybe we'll have a 2-match episode, right? We'll do. Yeah, we'll do both matches in December. We'll come back for Arda and then Cherno uh, to see if we could get to the quarterfinal. Because then, look, we will have really 6 matches remaining in the table until we get it to whatever second part we will be qualified for. So we have Montana, Ludogorets, Slavia Sofia is winnable, Plovdiv is winnable. That's going to be tough. And then Dobruja is winnable. So, again, we need to, if we could go 2-1-1, get 7 points for November, that would be amazing. But it's got to start here. It's got to start against Spartak. And then, we've got to win our home matches. And that's where we're on the episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you all later.